Percy jump up over there like immediately?
You guys are the first people that have got a standing ovation in this room. So, you know what? Let's take it back. You get the call. Want to do the show, Dungeons and Dragons on Twitch. What did you think? Like, any idea this would explode like this?
Oh, sure. No, we actually had a conversation in our house. I was like, nobody's gonna watch this. Nobody's gonna care.
This is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we were just making fun of ourselves, enjoying each other's company, and we were like, no, I actually remember asking, we said this just a second ago, is that a hairpin?
Yeah, it is.
You can pick locks with it.
Yeah, I know, that's why I said Liam that. That would be valuable.
We actually said, we were like, who's gonna watch? And I asked Liam, like, can I just come watch a game of Dungeons and Dragons? And Matt was like, nah, it's not really something you watch, you wanna play it. I was like, you don't watch it?
Yeah, so originally you were like, this is, you know, it may be fun, but it's not really gonna last, or, you know.
We didn't think, I mean, we had there was no show like that before we did it, so we didn't have any frame of reference.
Yeah.
Right, and we thought for sure that it would be, I don't know, boring, or that it wasn't as interesting to other people as it was to us. And when we saw the feedback from the fans, when we started getting drawings and letters, like, it just amped up our excitement level, and it just became this reciprocal.
It really did. Like, the first time you see character art and fan art of like something that happened, oh my god, you're dressed like Sam in the opening credits.
Amazing!
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Fan art. The first time we saw fan art, it was like this amazing thing to see drawings or depictions of stuff that only before you'd ever imagined in your head. And it's so crazy that something we describe and something we imagine ends up being the same in everybody's head. I think that's a testament to Matt's storytelling.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just this crazy thing, and yeah, I got. And so did Liam, I know, a little obsessed with looking at fan art because it was like so gratifying and so amazing. And
y'all have a problem. Every week Liam sends us these little bombs in our text threads.
Well, he sends us the art, he calls it the art dump, where we get to see like all of the stuff from the past week that's gonna be on the intermission.
Okay.
You know, and so we used to like go through it and everybody's always like, oh my god, look at this.
And the art dump used to be like 25 images after a game, right? We were like, we are so spoiled, this is amazing. And now it's like 250, 300, we're like,
Yeah, it used to be after every episode we would spend like an hour, you know, looking at Twitter and being like, look at all this, and now I can't.
You can't keep up.
I can't.
There's no way.
And so it's always great when Liam sends it, because somehow he keeps up with it.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows how? But this, I mean, when you, it's like hitting the lottery when you enter a situation where you have a fan base like this that is so dedicated and loyal to something you're a part of. I mean, what is it like to look out and realize that this little thing that started off has affected so many people?
It's amazing. We were saying in the panel we were just on a second ago that it's so incredible to have people be fans of something that came from us, right? Like we've had the opportunity to work on incredible video games and animated series, and those are our passions. Those are the things we loved as kids. But this is something that just came up out of our brain and that we shared together and that we own. So it's very personal to us, and to see everyone love and hate and share in the emotions that go on in our game, it's just insanely gratifying in a way I don't think we could have predicted.
Yeah, and not only that, but then for the community then to take on a life of its own and become what it has been, which is, you know, the Critters. I feel like I've never seen a fan base more giving and more charitable and more just like encompassing and loving with each other, and it's so wonderful to see that. And I think that's what makes it's so much more fun to watch the show, because you do get this amazing group of friends that comes with it.
Yeah, it's so important in this day, right now, the empathy and the compassion and the understanding. Like we're just in awe of the Critters. You guys freaking rock,
oh my
man.
Gosh.
the first campaign, 2 years long.
Yes.
Now,
Right.
with any trepidation signing on again for...
Well,
just a bit?
we were just nervous. You know, we played for, what was it, 3 years at home?
Yeah, so
and then,
5.
Yeah.
5-ish
So,
change.
we were just nervous that nobody was going to want to watch the second campaign. Well,
Oh.
because, like, I don't know, because we'd just been with those other characters. We were like, what if they just love those characters? And then when we start playing, they're not going to like these characters.
Yeah.
It was a real fear, y'all.
Plus, we knew those characters when the show started, right? We had already spent like 2 years with them and everything, so we were comfortable. There was a backstory. There were no like hidden patrons or any other wacky things. Everybody knew whose parents were and where they came from, and nobody got.
No, we didn't know anything about Percy. Still.
Well, that's because Percy is Percy.
Well, that's because, like, Taliesin was just like the ringer at home. Like, he was just like so chill at home, and you know, we'd be in some stupid situation and everyone was gonna die, and then Taliesin would be like, I do this, and we're like, oh!
Yeah, D&D genius.
Thank you.
He would wait. You could almost see him like counting to 30, like tapping a finger on the table and letting the idiots go first. And he'd be like, brilliant plan. And you were like,
Oh, that's how you
Teach
say
me
I
your ways.
understand. Yeah, so then when like all the stuff went down with the firewood.
shit.
Sorry.
Double bleep.
When all the stuff went down with the Briarwoods, it was like, oh my gosh, Percy's just been sitting on this the whole time. It was amazing.
Yeah, and we were very nervous. I mean, just because we're like, what if we don't? And then that first episode, we were like, oh man, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Take us way, way, way back to your first introduction to D&D.
We'll take it way back. Take
Way
it way
back.
back to the first. Okay. Little logic. Right?
Oh.
Bobby.
Well,
I mean, it was the same for both of us, right?
yeah, because I had played like a lot of RPGs video game wise. So I was like at least comfortable with that aspect of it, you
Not
know?
me.
Like when I played, you know, like Dragon Age or Baldur's Gate or whatever. I always had like this sort of voice that would come out, you know? And so like the first Dragon Age was the best because then there was no voice for the characters, so you're like, I say it like this. This is exactly. Which is dumb. But then when we played our first game, that voice like came out because it had already been in me for so long.
Yeah, you were the first person to jump into the pool. Everybody else was like, I have a beer, I'm gonna roll some dice, and Laura's like, tell me, what is the cause? And we were like, oh no, we're doing it? We're doing it? We're doing it?
Your face, like, I think we, like, Matt's like, you walk into a tavern and there's a hooded figure over, and I was like, hi, saunter up to him and start flirting. And Travis' face was like, oh God, what did I just
I'm
get
like,
myself into?
fantasy sexy time, right away. Normally, Laura's like, you know, her adoration is for, what was his name in Dragon Age? That bastard. Don't encourage her. It's a source of contention in our house. I'd come home, he'd be talking on the screen, and I was like, hey honey, she's like, hi.
Alistair
find that guy.
and Han Solo, those were two. No, wait. I got three. Wesley from Princess Bride. Good pick. I got 4. And Travis Willingham.
And he sent you, Carrie Elwes sent you
I know!
congratulations
Oh my God.
message.
Oh my God, so you guys, the other
We are
day.
off topic. We are
I'm
off
sorry,
the rails.
I'm sorry.
We are on topic. We're good.
But you guys, this happened. So I was at lunch with Mary Elizabeth, Zara. Amazing. And she brought me 2 boxes of tag-alongs, which was amazing anyway. But then she was like, I just sent you a text message, you should probably look at it. And it was a video from Carrie Elwes telling me congratulations on the baby and wishing me all the love, and at the end he said, as you wish.
That is awesome. And by the way, congratulations.
Thank you.
I brought you a little something.
Tag along! I remember she tweeted about that.
No.
She tweeted about
And
tag
Emerald
along.
City also got you guys a little stuffy. This little dice bag, 512 contacts, so there you go.
So much.
Presents.
It's so cute.
This is the best panel ever.
Look at your little Chester, and a little Dot, and a little Caleb. Oh man, this is bananas. What were we even talking about?
I know, I'm sorry. Carrie Elwes, as you wish.
As As You Wish.
As You Wish.
And Alistair Romance.
I'm having some
Oh
tag
yeah, you played a bunch
You
of
open those up, girls. Open those
Oh,
right
that's
up.
right. Wait, how did we get onto that subject?
Well, it was our intro into D&D, right?
All right, our first
You played a
game.
lot of RPGs. I did not.
You keep talking.
Yeah, I leave Laura alone when she plays RPGs because she will spend 6 hours in a character creation menu and then delete that mess and start over, and
It's
I
only
can't do
because
that.
these video games, the character creation menu looks like one way and all the lighting is one way, and then you get them in the game and you realize like their lip goes and you couldn't see it, and I can't play 100 hours with a lip.
But you're playing from behind them. They're looking away from you.
Not me.
You're not going to see duck mouth like it's...
Oh, I assume like
Yeah,
when
you
I play.
spin the camera
I do.
around
When I'm like
like
playing
a psycho.
Skyrim or something, I'll like pause it and just like put her up on a mountain and then spin around like, God, I'm hot.
She'll turn on like Never Ending Story soundtrack in the background, just have that thing rotating 360 degrees. I come in, I'm like, honey, are you playing the game? That's how it goes. But I never really played those RPGs. I tried and it just didn't, some of them didn't grab me as much because I have short attention span, imagine that. So when it came to the game, I was like, huh, what do we do? He goes, pick a race, pick a class. And I was like, I want to be something big. And he was like, okay, orcs are big. And I was like, kind of evil. And he was like, well, Goliaths are half giant, half human. I was like, that. And he goes, okay, so what do you want to play? And I was like, I want to hit things. He goes, how about a fighter? And I was like, okay. And he goes, or like barbarians or savage? I was like, better. So I showed up to the game and I was like, I'm a Goliath barbarian, I'm ready to play. And he goes, Travis, tell us what your character is and what's your name? And I was like, name? We have a name? And he goes, yes, you obviously have a backstory for your character. And I was like, oh, sure. My character's name is Grog.
I was like Monkey Island Ale Grog.
Damn right, like Monkey Island. Grog. And he makes fine leather boots. The boots never came into play the entire campaign.
Except when Matt made your mini, he made him with fine leather boots.
He did.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
That's canon, y'all.
It sure is. All right, we're going to open it up to questions. You guys can line up in the aisle.